extreme vetting, including our next guest. Here to explain, co-founder of the Muslim Reform Movement, Asra Nomani. Asra, good to have you here this morning.
Thanks so much, Abby.
So we can just pull up that Quinnipiac poll, for example, just to show that 48% of Americans support this refugee ban that is now put in place. You're a Muslim, and you say it's not just Americans. Muslims also support this. Why do you support it?
Well, you know, Abby, I came to America in the summer of 1969 as a 4-year-old. I was joining my parents from India. And in these years since, in these decades since, what I have witnessed and experienced firsthand is an extremism inside my Muslim community that has spilled blood from San Bernardino. Absolutely, Abby, you know, as Lieutenant Colonel Schaefer just stated a few minutes ago, the 7 countries identified in this ban were identified by the Obama administration. This is the actual announcement by the Department of Homeland Security during the Obama administration, identifying those 7 countries as countries of concern. And so this is not a Muslim ban. This is a ban that is clearly identified to try to make this country's borders safer. What I've seen in the left, unfortunately, as a lifelong liberal, is immediately after the election of President Donald Trump, what we have seen is a concentrated, orchestrated effort to try to undermine the presidency, as if we're all living on the set of the Hunger Games. What I know is that the organizations that are involved in this effort to take people
tell
from
us
the
more
streets,
about those. Who is funding these
Sure.
protests that we're seeing break out?
Yeah, you know, for many years I've been trying to understand the organizations that have undermined national security policy in the U.S. And what I was able to identify is that in 2008, the Open Society Foundation, funded by Hillary Clinton donor George Soros, started trying to undermine the Bush administration national security policies. That same network of dozens of organizations has now sent people out into the streets. They include the ACLU, they include a group called Empower Change, many of the same organizations that were involved in the so-called Women's March that was actually an anti-Trump march. And so what I invite everyone to do from the left to the right is take a deep breath, stand on the middle path, and come up with solutions that remember the humanity of everyone and keep our country safe, as well as hospitable to those who do love this country.
Take a deep breath, Asra. It's a voice we all needed to hear this morning. Good to have you with us.